Hello, friends! Happy Friday! How are you all doing? Did you have a good week? Let me say hi to everyone. Blossom, welcome in. Thanks for being first. Congrats. And thank you for collecting your daily blanket. Megs, welcome in as well. Thank you for collecting your daily blanket. And thank you so much for the resub, love. I really appreciate the support. I know you only get one Prime sub per month, and I appreciate you spending it here. I hope you continue to enjoy your ad-free viewing and your kitty cat emotes. Effie, no, that's my food. For the next 30 days. One of my kitties trying to steal my food at the moment. Um, Pinky, welcome in. It's good to see you. How are you? Meg, welcome in as well. Thank you both for collecting your daily blankets. Gold Dust, welcome in. Fresh, welcome in. Thank you both for collecting your daily blankets. How are you guys doing? It's Friday. I didn't know what to play, so I figured we could poll on it. If you guys want to put in chat some of the games you've seen on here that you'd like to see again, we can make a poll. Or I can just choose a handful of games that we play on this channel for you guys to vote for. Um, let's see. Classic Sims Decades. Okay, we'll add that. It was kind of laggy for me this morning, but we can try. It was laggy last night too, but we do our best. Oh, Pinky says King of the Castle. Okay. We can add that. That is a community game, so we'll need some participation for that one. But it is a fun game. It is a fun game. But you're a bit sleepy, Pinky? Okay. Well, I know it's not like late for you yet, but it is evening for you, so. I did get the new Sims expansion, but I haven't done any work to like further incorporate it into our Decades world just yet. And we will be playing Decades tomorrow. So. Alright. I will have the poll go for like 10 minutes. I'll just throw a couple more of our like more recent games up onto the poll too. Um the Medieval Dynasty, Plum Grove, and Dawn of Man, I think, are other recent games. All right, I will allow additional votes with the promise that no one's gonna spam one option. I allow multiple votes for these kind of polls with the idea that you can vote for like your top three. But I would really rather you not abuse it to like skew the vote. Sorry, I'm eating lunch. We'll let the poll go for like 10 minutes. We can just chat. Rafi is very curious about my pizza. It's my pizza. Yeah. So, like I said, I'm allowing some additional votes. Vote for like your top two or three, and whatever wins is what we'll play. Hi, Zeppy. Welcome in. He's a very handsome cat. Like I said, polls up. It'll be up for probably another 8 or so minutes, I think. Vote for your top two or three games that you would like to see played today. And yes, he's a very handsome boy. He's a tuxedo cat. You have to give him a bow tie when they're a tuxedo cat. And Leo was already wearing bow ties. But no, especially with the tuxedo patterning, he's just a very dapper gentleman. Are you guys doing anything fun this weekend? Oh, down he goes. Right now, it's looking like Decades is winning, which is pretty predictable. Uh, I know it's you guys' like favorite thing on this channel, so putting it up means that it's the most likely thing to win. Right. I remember you saying that you were going to go see it soon, Megs. I hope you enjoy it. Like I said, I think it's probably the best live action remake that I've seen since that became like a trending thing to do. I think it keeps the most true. Like I said, there was only like one scene that's heavily reworked and like one scene that they cut that was really really noticeable to me. They did cut some lines, which was a little sad. Some of my favorite lines got cut, but that happens. That happens. Happy, thank you for collecting your daily blanket, love. You are almost at 200 blankets. Holy smokes. Could I create like another Discord role for over 200 blankets that's like cozy royalty or something? Um, because 100 blankets is cozy noble. Should we make 200 or 250 cozy royalty? And then like 500 would be like cozy god. So you have like ranks. I feel like since 100 is like noble, it's like I feel like I can start like making a starting to get enough that I didn't get to the commands this morning because I was focused on scheduling my backlog of VODs to YouTube. So that kind of took my priority of time this morning. But it's okay. I don't think we'll Got maybe 3 minutes left on the poll for what game to play. Get music here. Okay, that's a little loud, I think. That's a little better, I think. Less than a minute left on the poll for what game to play today. Make sure you cast your votes. Vote for your top 2 or 3 on the list. Grace O'Malley, you've been deep dive of her the last couple days. I don't know who she is. Who is she? What does she do? Tell me about it, Megs. Yeah, no, I don't. I'm not familiar. Not familiar with the name. Okay, so we will be playing some more Sims Decades today. Let me get title and everything updated here. We will try and complete the second part of Summer 1309. At least this will help make up for the fact that I didn't stream on Tuesday this week. It will take a few minutes for for Sims to boot up. As much as 7 minutes. So hang tight and we'll get there. 1900s? Ooh. I will have to look her up. Yeah, I'm less familiar with that. A lot of my historical research has ended up being pre-Tudors and post, like, more like Victorian or American time period. So I haven't actually, like, I know a little bit about, like, Elizabeth the First and her era and all that, and the Tudors and whatnot. My mom knows a lot more, but I will definitely have to look her up, because that's pretty cool. All right. We can finish off summer 1309 here, and then go into autumn tomorrow. That'll work out nicely, right? You know what this means is by next Saturday we'll be in 1310. If all, you know, as long as we stay on schedule. We'll be entering our second decade. That's pretty crazy to me. Who killed the man? Okay. Yeah, how's all you guys' Fridays been? You know? Mine was good. I slept in and that felt really good. And like I said, did some scheduling for videos on YouTube. Well, come on up if you want to come up. You want to come say hi? Just want pets. I love how my former stray kitty has just become such a soft, gentle boy. Mags, thank you for the group stretch. Your boss got you a caramel iced cappuccino from Tim Hortons? Well, that was nice. That's a great way to start your Friday. Galileo, 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 da da da. Da 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 da. I made plans to meet a friend for lunch, not this weekend Sunday, but the following Sunday, so that'll be fun. All right. Well, Sims is finally starting to initiate. Only took like 5 minutes just for it to pull up the blue screen with the logo on it. forever for me. And even after I reduced the mods and everything, I actually, I don't think I remember to actually implement the core mod update for Brazen Lotus. I did not. I downloaded it, but I forgot to implement it. It was really nice, but on a sad note, you're gonna... Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Zeppy. Oh, well, I'm glad that I was able to provide a little extra positivity for your day, Zeppy. That's really hard. You know, sending you hugs. Raffy, coming to say hi? Maybe? Maybe? Yeah, fuck cancer. I don't usually curse on stream, but for cancer, I will. My own dad just started radiation treatment for his cancer. He started yesterday. Yeah. Yeah. Raffy's become my cuddle bug. He's the one who's like, pay attention to me. You know, I haven't talked to him yesterday. I'm going to go see him after stream today. So I'll get a feel on how it's going then. Cause yeah, he started yesterday. And or maybe it was he started Wednesday. Because I know he's got like 3, it's either 2 or 3 and then the weekend and then 3. I think he might have started on Wednesday. But I'm gonna go see him. I have to take a picture of the schedule. My mom like made an Excel sheet. Yeah, we're getting through it though. I mean, imaging had some good signs in between chemo and radiation, so we're keeping our fingers crossed. He'll have 5 weeks of radiation, and then oh, not on the keyboard, babe. Not on the keyboard. Let's see if you guys can hear him. He does not like having the mic in his face. All right, I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. He's like, Ma, stop. Stop. Okay, I stop. I stop. I just want him to hear your cute purrs. It's fun. It's fun. All right. Sims is finally booted up. Still have to get the timeline that I'm making finished and up to date. But hopefully I'll have some time to work on that on Sunday. Um, okay. So Peony and Richard's son George died. And but their daughter Hilda was fine. She passed uh and she passed her infant role. So we'll see her become a toddler next year. We're going to have a lot of we have like 5 birthdays at least happening in 1310. Good amount of birthdays happening in the next year cycle. And James successfully aged up to infant as well. So we have another potential male heir if he continues to pass. Knock on wood and cross your fingers and all that. Mama Sam, welcome in. Thanks for collecting your daily blanket. How are you doing? You ready for the workday to be over? Oh. Are people being rude? I'll tell them not to be. I don't think it'll work from however far away I am from you, but I can try. And just ready for a nap. Fair. Fair. And I'm good. I'm good. Just chat show Sims. So we're gonna finish off the second half of summer today because that's what chat decided they wanted to see. So we're going. We're going with it. And we don't really have any events happening in this second half of summer. So it should be pretty chill. And it just takes a long time for my Sims to like load. And I even removed like a good number of mods and stuff, but I might look at removing more to try and help fix this. I'm wondering how much of this lag is caused by the Medieval Windenburg mod, which has not been updated in 3 years. I don't want to have to get rid of it, but we'll see. Because if it turns out that that's like one of the main things causing lag, it might eventually get the chopping block and we'll just have to like pretend that the cars don't exist. All right. All right, we're finally in. Have to see what the latest script error is being caused by. It is Wednesday morning in summer. Puts us in July, I believe. This is little baby James. He's the first boy that Alice has had that actually looks like Adam, at least in coloring. Like completely Adam's coloring, skin tone, eyes, and hair. Versus Simon has Alice's hair and eye color. And so did Adkin. Adkin also had Alice's hair and eye color. Mostly good. Cook off the grid. I have a lot of issues with Sims version of off the grid cooking because it's like you can only create certain things. They're like, you can't create cakes off the grid. And I'm like, really? Really? Because cakes have existed longer than electricity. So what do you mean that I can't make cakes off the grid? Like, that makes no sense. I'm actually responsible for a like forum post in the Sims forums about how Get to Work needs a revamp. I did it a couple of years ago. I made the forum account just for making that post. Where Laura is not actually like all that stinky, but she's got like the eternally stinky bum. We just leaving James on the ground. Get rid of the crib here. We don't need it right now. Oh, and it's a thunderstorm outside right now. I'm gonna lock everybody in. Let me double check how old he is. He's not yet technically an elder. I don't consider them elders until they are 60. And he's like Let me do some math. 57. So we have a couple years before he has his elder role, which is really just like how many years more. And he might die in the famine anyway. Adam, you don't know how to read. Rune, welcome in, love. Famine is 1315 through 1315 through 1317. So we will have 2 years of famine. We do the rolls at the beginning though, and then I'll just like kill them off. Like whoever rolls badly, I'll just kill throughout the famine rather than like all at once. Because that's what would have been more realistic. But hello, Rune. Thank you for collecting your daily blanket. Yeah, it's going to be a very tragic time. They're only going to be allowed to eat 1 meal a day because food rationing and stuff. Everybody's going to be constantly hungry for basically 2 years, a little more than 2 years, really, because the harvests following the famine were weak. Like they were not very fruitful harvests for a couple years post the official famine. Candy, welcome in, love. Thanks for collecting your daily blanket. Need a serving. Why are you eating by the chamber pots, Clemens? That's weird. Thank you for redeeming group hydrate and group stretch. I appreciate the care package, Candy. If you're watching with me, please take a moment, take a stretch, drink something that doesn't have caffeine in it. Michael, go to the bathroom first. Before food, bathroom. All right, Alice. Oh, hey, the storm stopped. Nice. Clean up, Simon. Bob, come clean up. No, 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 not clean up a kid. Clean up yourself. Michael, what do you mean you're hungry? There's food right there. Well, this rain means our drought broke up in time to save our wheat harvest. We Lord, since all our barley plants died, that there was like a blight or a drought or something for the barley. And so we won't have any barley harvest this season. Oh, rain's starting back up again. Everyone get inside. Lightning is so annoying in The Sims, it really is. Everyone get inside, come on. No, 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 no one go outside. Everyone's in. Just back just real quick, okay? Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Thunder. Thunder. And because it's lightning and thunder right now, we can't really take Jill off somewhere. Thank you, Megs. I appreciate that. Wake up time. Poor Jamie. I don't like being awake, he says. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. I mean, honestly, same. I want sleep. I want more sleep. More sleep is better. Our diapers need changed. Clean up. Michael. You, little miss, could use a nap. Why don't you try taking a nap? And Michael really needs... If we have more boys, we really should do the whole family naming thing. Because that is more accurate than just picking random names. It gets annoying in genealogy, though, I will say, so I don't mind not doing it if we don't want to. Besides, who's to say that Adam didn't have a brother named, like, Simon or James, and they just didn't live? He could be naming after them. But we probably should have a Robert. So maybe we'll name our neck, after Hob. So maybe we'll name the next boy that one of the three brothers has Robert. We have a visitor? We're not interested in seeing you. You should go home. Fair morning to you all. Yeah, we've met. Oh, we gotta clean up the baby now too. It is not Friday, Crook. You can stay out. Come on, change the diaper. Adam, maybe you can tell a group story to the other kiddos. Tell a group story. A fairy tale about a giant. Let's just gather all the kids together here, and you can tell them a story while the rain is happening. Also, I'm gonna buy us a candle so that we have a little bit more light. forgot about all the things that we like, ended up putting in here because I couldn't drag them or get them cleaned. Now I can. I just have to wait till little bub fixes their fireplaces, their modded fireplaces, so that I can get back to using the medieval cookbook. I was gonna grab a candle. The grid lighting. Here we go. There we go. Now we have a little bit of light. Not a lot, but a little. Get rid of all the stinky stuff here. Oh, hey, it's summertime. That puts it us close to like Jill's birthday. I was thinking about giving her like the knitting or the cross stitch. Okay. Because then she could work on a skill at least. She can't do a whole lot for like cooking and stuff, though I'm trying to have her like help cook when Alice is cooking. Yeah, it's Jill with a G. Just so you know, it's Jill with a G and an E on the end, because that's how they spelled it back in these days. Because it was originally from a French name that got adopted by English. Because Jillian is French. But yeah, so yeah, I hope she does too. You know, fingers crossed, knocking on wood, all the rub a lucky rabbit's foot if you have it. I don't know. Whatever you do for good luck. Because we really, really do want Jill to live. She will become a teenager right when the famine starts. So she kind of has to deal with like she Because, yeah, she becomes a teenager during the famine. She kind of has like a double role that year between the famine role and her teenage role. The teenage role shouldn't be hard to pass because there's only two numbers in out of 20 that would mean that she does not become a young adult. The famine role is like a 2 and 8. So, she's got like a 10% chance of failing the age up roll and like a 20% chance of failing the famine roll. Yeah, we need some kids to survive. That's why we have a lot. It's like, I counted the number of kids that have been born. No, you don't have a difficult family. She's a toddler. I was counting the number of kids that we have, have been born so far. We've had 22 kids born between the three brothers. Alice is technically hit right around average pregnancies already for the time period. In fact, pretty much all three brothers' wives have already hit what was considered like the average number of pregnancies for the time. Which was between like 6 and 8 pregnancies. Now, Alice had 2 sets of twins, so that, means she's got a few more kids than would be. She's only, let's see, how many pregnancies? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, because she's had, let's see. Yeah, because Alice has had 7 pregnancies so far, which have resulted in 9 children total, of which she has 5 currently alive. Because she's got Jill, Simon, Laura, Clemence, and James who are alive. Now, Clemence she failed her last role. She is going to die in the next couple years. Station in life very much had an effect on mortality. So none of this is particularly surprised. Oh, what do you mean bladder failure? You didn't give me any warning? Let's see. Yeah, actually, Clemence and her cousin Estrel are both due to die next year. So of 22 kids that have been born between the three brothers, we have 10 that currently have not failed a roll. I mean, that's pretty good, all things considered. We only need a few to actually move on to the next generation. You got to remember that. Most medieval peasants at the time that they would, write their will, or at the time that they would die, they would have 1 to maybe 3 living children. Michael. Yeah. So, and that was what I was going for. I mean, the fact of the matter is they would have had a lot of kids. Like I said, all the wives are currently right in average for the number of pregnancies that would have been expected for the time period. Um, Having like 12 pregnancies was not common. That was very much on that far end of the spectrum. The normal was like 6 to like between 6 and 9 pregnancies. And then you might have between 1 and 3 kids alive when you die. Like that survive to adulthood, you know? We only need, like I said, we only need a few to survive because I don't mind if the last name of our family changes and we end up following one of the girls instead. It's not too big of a deal to me. As long as we can move on to another generation, that's all I really care about. So yeah, just a little under half of the children born have survived. Now, keep in mind, all of our households are definitely in the lowest, like near the lowest end of the economic spectrum. So they have a higher mortality rate than nobility. I think, hold on. I think Hob has another frog. He does. I'm gonna give it to Alice. Alice is gonna make boiling frog soup. Hi, Leo. Come for cuddles. And honestly, we're better off if we don't have like a huge number of side households because it's just more for me to track. But all right, boiling frog hot pot. And we'll have Jill help with dinner. Just to join cooking. We can ask if the moon is a sponge. I feel bad. Laura's like lich to have a permanently stinky diaper. After a few decades, you make your cousin Sims marry each other so your family line stays in the family to mock what they did back then. Yeah, I mean, you need to do some facts about like cousin marriage back then is you have to keep in mind this is Catholic England right now, or equivalent for Sims version. And if you were gonna marry someone that was within, like, the Catholic Church had very strict rules back in these days about like the degree of relation that you were allowed to marry within. And if you wanted to marry a, oh hey, that was just a one, like a cousin who was within the degrees of relation that the papal papacy didn't really care for, then you had to like get a dispensation from the Pope, which is not something that the average person would have done very much. Um, and you have to remember these were small communities. Um, honestly, like you don't share much DNA with cousins past, like other than your first cousins, which even then you only share about 12% of DNA with on average. Um like once you get to like third or fourth cousins, you share like less than a percent DNA. Like very small amount of DNA. So like first cousin marriage, it's like, yeah, that's too close, and even the Pope agreed with that back then. Did it still happen? Yes. But I mean, even second cousins only share like between 1 and 6%. And yeah, as soon as you hit to like third cousin, it's less than a percent shared DNA. So, so yeah, it's like after second cousin, it's like you're practically unrelated. So, it's like I might consider having like third and fourth cousins marry in this because again, it happened. And that's like beyond the like respectable degree, but like first cousins, not so much. That actually became more common under Anglican England than it was under Catholic England, which I think is very interesting. Because once you had it as they didn't need to get Pope, dispensation from the Pope to marry, more cousins would marry. More cousins started getting married purely to keep properties and stuff within the family. Oh wait, no, 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 no. All right. Mama made mushroom soup. Come on, pick up some soup. at the moment, Adam and Alice have, the theoretical heir and spare. So I think for the moment, we're not gonna have Alice get pregnant again. Let some of these kids get older. Also see next year. Oh shoot, thunderstorm started again. I'm really fond of Jill. I mean, she's the one that we've gotten to see grow up so far. I really like all the little first cousin girls, between Ida, who unfortunately we will not see become an adult, and Hellwise, who we will see become a teenager. No. Don't go passing out in the rain. What's wrong with you? Yeah, I'm really fond of Jill because we've gotten to see. I will be very sad if Jill dies before we're able to go find her somebody to marry. I want to try and get her to socialize with some more kids in this episode. Um, so I might have her like go and like invite all the kids she already knows. If we can get a day with better weather for her to actually go out. Yeah, she met a couple kids at church on Sunday in this season. But it's like, I would like her to socialize with them more, get to know them, because one, the two that she met were boys, so potential future husbands. No, come back. Come eat some mushroom soup. Come eat some mushroom soup. It's not my favorite either, but come on. Come eat. Come eat. Go inside so I can lock the door. No, Jill. Not Jill. Oh my gosh. I keep wanting to call Laura Jill because she has the same haircut that Jill had. Get inside so I can lock the door. They've had thunderstorms off and on all day. Here we go. Casey, welcome in. How you feeling, friend? No, 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 no. Come on. I know you've got some soup. You had some soup. It's really early now, actually. It's like 1 a.m. I did not pay attention to the time, and everybody should be in bed. Everybody should already be in bed, but they're not. Some of them went to bed on their own. Thank you, Jill, Hobb, and Simon. You are my favorites. Clements, go ahead and use the potty. I have a little personal lore for Clements because of all the chaos, she's ended up sleeping a lot during the daytime. But I've decided to lore build that Clements has always been a little bit more frail and sickly as a child. And that's why she sleeps so much during the day. It also fits with the fact that she is going to die. So, what a rebellious little girl, right? You feeling okay? Just getting very annoyed with knee brace sliding all the time? Ooh. It's just the start. Oh no. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. I know knee braces are tough. Yours is probably a lot more intense than the knee brace I had when I was in high school because I dislocated my knee in high school and I had to have a knee brace for like 2 weeks. Um, and I'll admit, I took the stairs, even though like my high school had an elevator, mainly because the elevator that my high school had was really, really tiny and claustrophobic. You had to have like a special key to get it, so I would have had to go to the office and be like, "Look, I'm super injured. Let me have a key to the elevator." And then I was like, "No, no. We can already see so much personality in these kiddos, that right?" And that's one of the things I'm liking about having like the stretched out timeline bit. All right, Laura, go to sleep, please. Go to sleep. And Clements, you can also go to sleep. Adam, you did not eat anything. Did you eat something and then go to sleep? Everyone's up way too late. We're just gonna leave James on the floor. He's fine. He's fine. Oh, uh, they passed out. They passed out right next to each other. Look at these little beans. Look at these little beans. And just, ignore the fact that Laura has a glitched stinky diaper. Three a.m. to get everybody in bed. 1310 is going to be a much busier season than 1309. Go. August. Blowout. All right, we got to clean up James here. But yeah, current heir apparent is Simon, followed by James, followed by Richard and Peony's son, Adam. I'll just pretend that the storms kept them awake, and that's why they couldn't sleep. Adam, go ahead and go back to sleep, sir. At least take a nap. Nora, please go take a nap. Okay. Aw, Simon's inquisitive, and he's got the moodlet right now of like a sad +1 because he's like, I need to learn something. Nobody's teaching me anything. I just think that's cute. What is this? You've got a couple things, so I'm going to have Jill go off and explore here, and we can let the adults survive on their own for a day. I'm just gonna let Alice finish up cooking what she's making here. That way they can all take care of their needs on their own, and we just have to focus on Jill for a little bit. We'll have our cousin Ida and Hellwise, and we met Emerson Faye at church. We'll be like, this was a thing that we set up. And Emma Wolverton and Elias Smith. They're all the kids we know. So we're gonna travel with all these other kids. Cousins and these other kids and have them all socialize and get to know each other. We're just gonna go to like the village square. Cause yeah, the either of these boys could marry Jill or Hellwise. Here we go. Where are you going? Come back. Friendly, small talk. Brighten his day, get to know. Ask about his day, get to know. There we see. Fays. The Fays are farmers. I think they're goat farmers. The Smiths are blacksmiths. Emerson is gloomy. He's a cute kid though. You know, wouldn't we all be just a little bit gloomy? What are some things that I wish there were more things that you could just like have them do together. Like I wish you could, if you had a group of at least, if you had at least two kids that they could like play tag together and it would like animate them like running around and tagging each other. I wish we had that. Or playing hide and seek. Though that one might be a little bit more complicated because it's like I would have to know like to have the kids go behind things. I love that each of these girls have different hair colors. Because you've got Jill, who's blonde, Hellwise, who's a brunette, and Ida, who is a redhead with like her auburn hair. Everyone's just like making messes together. But yeah, I wish there was more things you could have like kids do together. Like as a group because I remember being a kid running like kid packs were a thing when I was a kid. Like you'd have a group of kids who all lived in the same neighborhood and they would all go like bike riding together or like in like literal packs. Um you don't really see that. They go fishing together? That doesn't really seem like a lot of fun. Hmm. This is like the closest to, since we had to get rid of the archery. Oh wait, I have this. I forgot about this. It's called Nature's Jungle Gym. Where'd the leaves go? There we go. Okay, let's give this a try. There. Play Explorer together. And Elias is a daydreamer, so he's the same. He's a daydreamer, and so is Jill. Love that these two are just kind of. I think these two are particularly cute next to each other. What do you guys think? Possibility there. If only Ida was going to become an adult. Yeah, they're friends. Try and keep an eye out for any other child-aged Sims who walk by. Yeah, let's see. So Jill is about 7 years old now. And Hellwise, Jill and Ida are about 7. Hellwise is 6. That's how old they are right now. I'd have to look at my NPC sheet to remind myself how old Emerson and Elias are. But they're in that same range of like 5 to 8 years old. All right. Yeah, they're all friends now. Mm. How wise and Jill being jokesters. Yeah, that's a cute cousin dynamic. Is everybody leaving? Yeah, they are. All right. Where are we going? Me, Sparny. I do need to marry a bunch of Sims off at some point in the near future, which will create some more households and whatnot. Okay, so we're friends with our cousins. We're also friends with Elias and Emerson at this point. Thought I'd invited Emma Wolverton too, but I guess she didn't show up. We could try inviting her hang out now. There she is. Friendly, small talk, ask about her day. Get to know. She's a music lover. play make believe together.
Stifa Yodi Plero. Perfafa Zoo Zombo. Gorbe Smoot Gomi Choba. Horza Biri Sarzo. Ha. Grasha. Evo. Brema Udius. Zeep. Marco Gora. Slumpogi. Sparf. Impa. Jump. Yodi Bimna. Short. Oh, Kazoi. Da Turbo. Nuna Yanka. Startabula. Nusha. Astolo. Daisy. Mosikoba. Kabiba. Boim. Bazera. Flippy. Torky. Shitsuna. Lo. Gusha. Dinner room. Floor. Kazo. Dorko. Yoki. Gusha. Dinner room.
Alright, another friend.
Floor. Zebna. Chuba Yumbo. Hey. Jerome. Hey boy. Bolso.
Let's all be honest. Jill has been giving main character energy pretty much from the get-go. So, who doesn't like Jill? I don't think anybody dislikes her.
Zebna Chupa Yumbo, eh? Honchi Lanuba. Tharo Rena Boom. Zebna Chupa Yumbo, eh? Daisy. Bad Jimbla. Bebo. Zaruna. Sheepy Jabina. Exuna Bay. Aha.
Wait, that's a kid. Who are you? Tommy Langston. I'm pretty sure you're scheduled to die. At some point in the near future. But we'll meet you anyway. That way we can grieve you.
Forza! Oh, Lunubalo! Yibs! Heave a bow. Eve the boat.
Looks like kind of cocky.
Oh! Miko! Pinpa! Mani! Boo! Weeba! Mikuni! Oh! Way ya! Aha! Bernifamoy! Huh? Yodi Bibna! Sure. Zerpa? Moom for Moy Gromp! Oh Moy Jabby Joe! Yuma! Sparf!
It's almost 6 p.m. The sun is setting. We should go home. We successfully befriended some more kids that we are not related to. Okay. She's hungry. There should be some food. Don't eat that. But, oh, there it is. That's where Alice put it. Everyone can come eat dinner who is hungry.
Arbodi moiful. Have breath.
Oh, our Nux for feast. Oh. Keen.
Clean up some toddlers.
Mama. Ooh. Rimshu. Huh. Wamba. Asanubu.
Sweet bee.
Lovonubu. Onsanubu. Wamba.
All right. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in officially. I'm Rin, and it's very lovely to meet you. I am a historical variety streamer. We chose to play Sims today. I don't call out names for follows just so anyone who's lurking doesn't feel like they're being put on the spot. But know that we're all glad you're here, whether you're choosing to lurk or chat. So hello, new friend.
Arvini.
Goal means to use the little chamber pot.
Troba.
Clean Laura up.
Troba Florbsta. Oh, Shway B. Torba said Che. Raumo Easta. Lampa Funafe. Lemph. So Cadim Num. With Che.
Haben Nefla with
Bill, come in, honey, and come eat. Come eat some supper. And we're trying to get everybody fed and clean and to bed.
Franca Niso. Gromno Gerbst. Sinzib. Beitizi no Hulan. Need. Upde. Nombo. Huh?
Clean up. Michael.
Oh, Parbo.
That. Honey, I told you to come eat. Why didn't you come eat? Come get some forager stew. Come on, Laura, go to sleep. Adam, you could go to sleep too. Almost all the kids are asleep. Why? Ah, that's why the door's still unlocked. Was still locked. No, you're not gonna ask about a book. You're gonna go to sleep. No, no story, just sleep. Sorry that you were born into the boring 14th century. The thing has the trait loves books, which I would translate to loves stories. Because books are not really a commodity that are accessible for the peasant class. I have to reset her. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Why won't you go to sleep? Will you go to this one? Need to save the game. There. Better. That's looking pretty creepy, Jill. Not Jill. Laura. I don't know about that. Okay. Where the heck are you going? Okay, and then go to sleep. Michael is apparently sleepwalking through the walls. Because that's completely normal. My poor Sims glitched hard there. We got through it. We got through it. Once Upon a Cat's welcome in. Do I have a mod list? I believe so. It's in my Discord. I need to update it because I changed up what mods and stuff that I have. Because I took out some mods after the recent updates. So I do need to update the list, but I do have a list. Medieval cookbook. Well, I can tell you the little Bobubs. By the way, hello, Heron. It's nice to see you. To my knowledge, it's not because I haven't seen an update put out for the ovens, like little Bobubs, like fireplace ovens. I haven't seen an update pushed out for that yet. I know they were focusing on their foraging and hunting mod first. I mean, Brazen Lotus only just released an update to their core mod last night. I mean, there were some pretty heavy updates done this month, so I'm mostly just using normal game off the grid recipes at the moment. I had to switch out ovens because I couldn't cook anything on little Bobubs. If that link doesn't work, let me know. Yes, the little roly-poly cats are very cute. I do. I use both of them. Yeah, I mean, it takes like 10 minutes to load into my game right now, so I'm looking at further reducing the number of mods that I have in an attempt to try and get my game performance to be a little bit better. Fixing their hunting and foraging mod at the moment, and that update hasn't come out yet. So everything else is probably going to be after that one. Let's have Hob clean up Simon for us. Yeah, no, I mean, it's really hard to do this challenge with any sort of like immersion without mods. But yeah, because of the amount of lag I've experienced over the last couple months with the different rollouts of updates, that I've been doing my very best to keep up with. I've been thinking about trying to reduce the amount of mods. I honestly think my Medieval Windenburg mod is probably one of the bigger issues. But I don't want to get rid of it. What makes the roads look dirt. It makes the cars invisible. makes these walls look older. But the creator of that mod is not updating it, so if it becomes a bigger issue, I will have to get rid of it. You need that mod? Yeah. It's by the Sense Medieval. If you just look up the Sense, like like your 5 senses. You should be able to just find it under like the Sense Medieval Windenburg mod. It is a little bit more intense install process than a standard mod, so definitely pay attention to the instructions for that mod if you decide to get it. Right. Jill, maybe go take a nap. Spoon, welcome in, love. Thanks for collecting your daily blanket. How are you doing? You good? I'm good. It's just me and Rafi here hanging out. And with you guys. Heron, thanks for collecting your daily blanket as well. Alright, everybody who's hungry. You're hungry. Come eat. Are you hungry? Yes, you also need to go to the bathroom. Do that first. And then come eat. You are also a little bit hungry, so go grab some food. Heron, thank you for thanking the mods. We're finishing up summer of this year. We did the first half of this season yesterday evening, so that VOD is on Twitch. And we'll start autumn tomorrow on stream, is the plan. Of course. Yeah. My mods are great. Even when they're lurking. Being undercover. So many toddlers. This is too many toddlers. This is one of the reasons I'm waiting. Because we've got 4 toddlers and an infant right now in the house. It's like, let's get at least a couple of people aged up or whatnot before we add another baby into this household. Plans for the weekend? Doing anything? Or just having a chill, relaxing weekend? Those are fun too. We gotta replace the water here.
Sarpava, lemtum yanadi.
And then wash the clothes. Simon needs to go use the little chamber pot. Have Laura eat some foragers stew.
Jedna. Yarpanoosh. Woba. Umbaflabel. To,
We have things to sell? I think we have some things we can sell. We'll also need to pay taxes. Friendly reminder to save your games if you are playing any games. It's getting kind of hot. Oh, hey, Peony came to visit. Bill, greet your aunt. Dude, I was literally asked you to go trade with Trader Jacques. gosh, Adam. I guess I need to reset you, like every other sim right now. Okay. Vinegar is worth way too much. Oh my gosh, Simon, get out of the way. Get out of the way. There. Okay.
Hey, Fatima! Rabatsa Yibo. Snibara.
Place the water. All my sims have executive dysfunction.
Subino Yap Yam. Platazoy. Cheflet Sacranario. Amsum Fatimoy. Swarspa Katsuni. Bratza Skansis.
The right. Make sure you're cleaned up.
Jalpa Fateb. Benopa. Oh, Shibin. Geshla.
We have the chamber pot.
Pimpini Garanga?
Oh, Pokio May.
Oh, Bardul.
Mola.
Have everyone go to
You sharp?
bathroom.
Chabby Gobi. Roshi Tumboib.
Dag dag.
Physically hanged. Chavo, chavo. Organorga, wash. Azarik. Oh.
See.
Shunigua.
Feed the baby.
Chantina.
We just gotta get through Harvest Day to finish up the season.
Wasubini. Yeshla. Dani Brivna Yabahorn.
Yibs.
Monzo. Nubu. Arbodi Moifal. Hebriff.
Okay. Annie, you already visited today.
Imala. Chipoma.
Forza! Bishi!
Okay. Oh, Simon. Go to the bathroom. Oh, geez, not you two. She's already awake, for one. Oh, I'm sorry, Spoon. I don't know what's come over me. All of a sudden, I'm like, nap time. It's contagious. It is. I'm sorry. I think it's because my apartment's starting to get a little warm here. Look at that. Everybody is asleep before midnight. Never mind, because Laura just got up. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Oh, skidix empty.
I know, Spoon. I think Graffy's nap vibes are rubbing off on me. There it goes. Usually only takes a good couple good pets for Raffy to start purring. people. All right, Alice, why don't you use the chamber pot, wash up a little, and then we'll have you cook up breakfast. He is a sweetie. It's true. Hi. Hi, Cuddlebug. I don't think I. Oh, I do have your brush here. Like I'm pulling a lot of fur off of you, so. Let's brush ya while you're over here. Adam, clean yourself up. Then you can grab some of this delicious breakfast that your wife has prepared. Everyone's starting to get awake.
Oh, far, bro.
You guys can't see it, but like Raffi was laying down and then Leo came over to like lay down near him and Raffi goes to like pomp on Leo and Leo starts like aggressively grooming Raffi. He's like, "Hold on, you got a hair out of place." Like Leo's in, "I want to relax and like bathe with you, bro." And Raffi's like, "I want to throw hands." But I'm glad to see it. Raffi doesn't always initiate playtime, so it does make me happy to see him initiating some play and not just reciprocating. All right. Adam, why don't you harvest all of these plants? Keep it friendly, guys. He didn't initiate all in the beginning. And it is also funny because Leo is taller than Raffi. Like, he's got long legs. But Raffi's got 3 pounds on Leo. Just in the weight category. That's a lot of... That's a big weight difference between cats.
Whoopie was. Oh.
Aren't you supposed to be harvesting? I guess you did it already. I think the wheat might be... The wheat is from Brazen Lotus, and I think it's glitched. So we'll just call this a bad harvest season. Alright. Oh, blowout. Please clean up, James. On aisle 4. And we will clean up the other children.
No, boo, boo, pretend. Fabinay.
Clean up all the toddlers a little bit. Eating dirt is really unhealthy. You can clean yourself up, Jill. Laura, why don't you go play with the dollhouse? Okay.
Vorlagapulo. Nusha Kalba. Beamdi Shubsta. Nitsu Balarba.
Might have Jill go with her dad to the square to do the market. Kids can tend to tables. Give the frogs to Alice.
Oh.
Okay. I'm going to save, and then we'll take Adam and Jill to do the market. Oh, yes. Yeah, I joined Palia the day it came out on beta. A couple years ago now. I don't play super regularly anymore. Mainly because it's not a game I stream. And so I don't have a whole lot of time to play games that I'm not streaming. Wrong person. But it is fun. It's been a couple weeks since I've logged in, though. So I love how Adam has like bad compatibility with Alice, and yet they love each other anyway. They're like an opposites attract type deal. You started a month ago, you're hooked. It is fun. It is a very fun game. We actually have a channel for Palia discussions in my Discord, Spoon. If you ever want to look. I know Zeppy plays Palia a lot. I know Peach plays Palia. Um we were gonna go to here and sell some stuff. Yeah. I mean, there's even a Palea roll if you want to grab that from. I think we still have Palea roll. I might have gotten rid of it. Let me double check. I like fine-tuned some roll. Did I? No, we still have the roll for Palean. You should be able to select that under channels and rolls. Or I can just assign it to you. Apparently, I took out the question. No, I didn't. It's there. It's there. If you go up to the top of the Discord where it says channels and roles, you should be able to grab the Palean role. Palean. I don't know which is the canonical correct way to say, but all right. We're gonna try selling some stuff. Have Jill sell strawberries. Oh, absolutely. Good. Glad you found it. Okay. Jill, come tend to... Oh, you need to pee. Or use a bush, then come tend to a table.
Benisi, Maxu, Ying Gao. Kago? Swabago? Yabazanks? Tinquaba.
Have her come tend the table, and then we'll get...
Barney. Yubao. Bayashunka. Nilsdi. Famouche. Zobe. Benorvizari. Organ Dens Bazaar. Chima Vimpa, huh? New Yapsa. Arden Dupe. Swife cannot. Imka Floof? Oh, yes. Gobi. Amuki Groba. Socially Nardu. Happy Yabasane.
Let's try for one more starting yard sale, see if we can get a little bit more sold. And then have them go home for supper.
Narble for boy. Hispana. Fanoops. Planar. Yano Zorpal. Ooh. Blange Farben. Duga Sivar. Zor. Bumbraza. Manuvari. Weasel. Grana Ura. Nabaflarza.
Oh my goodness. I did not initiate this. Loomis himself is expecting.
Pando Crest.
Yeah, I did not plan that.
Manu.
I have to look into that.
Open base wibs. Hey,
Alright, we'll collect these and go home.
Nubian Shorg. Hoots. Yeah. Stu Lane. Ooh. Verobi Sapino. Chinobs. Balafoib. Nabuna Shorbik. Borna Cabe. Narble for boy. Zabris Fosha. Arben Duba. Bene Nooch Quote.
Alright, have them both go home. You were supposed to go home. Alright, well, we are literally end of day here, so this is where I'm gonna wrap things up and find us somebody to raid out to. And we will pick this up tomorrow 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific for our Saturday, our weekly Saturday Decade stream with the beginning of autumn. And Basilia will be due with her baby at the beginning of stream. So if you want to see that, that's when. Kitty, welcome in, love. Thanks for collecting your daily blanket. Who do we know playing Sims right now? Anyone? Okay, literally nobody I know other than streamers that are much too big for me to be comfortable with rating are playing Sims right now. And I'm personally not a fan of rating someone I haven't like checked out independently first. So I want to make sure I'm bringing you guys to places that are, safe and comfortable and whatnot. So, we could rate somebody who's not playing Sims, who I know and trust. Or, oh my gosh, hi, Zen, welcome in. I'm sorry, I'm about to raid out. But I appreciate you coming and sharing your community with me. Yeah, you caught the very end. No big events happened in this one. Kitty, we had Jill make some friends. There was a thunderstorm, and we did market day, but that nothing major happened in this episode, to be honest. We just kind of hung out and got through the second half of summer. Let me save. But yeah, welcome in, Zen, and your community as well. I'm Ren, and I'm a historical variety streamer. So I love games that involve history, mythology, and folklore. That is my niche. That is what you will find here. But please, my people, I don't know why my auto shout out did not work, but consider giving Zenless here a follow. He's fun guy. So we're probably gonna go right out to Austin though. He's playing Sea of Thieves. It's just you. Well, just you is pretty special, Zen. So don't sell yourself short. Don't sell yourself short, my friend. But definitely give, my people, Zen plays games that are pretty different than what I play, but definitely check out what he plays. He was playing Dying Light. I hope you had fun playing that, Zen. But yeah, I think we're going. Oh shoot, he's about to raid out. He's raiding out to Hyrule. Oh, everybody's like ending stream right now. Who else? I want to spread the love, but I don't know who to raid. How about this? I will take a friend of a friend recommendation. If anybody who is in chat currently knows somebody who's playing The Sims that you would recommend to me and our community, please let me know now. If they're live right now. And we'll go say hi. Because I will take a friend of a friend recommendation. If somebody knows somebody. No one? Alright, well, it looks like... You know what? This person seems... I'm just gonna look at the rules. Perfect, okay. I think... You have just me? Aw, thank you, kitty. That's okay. I found someone who I have not met before, but I think we're gonna raid. They advertise themselves as a mental health advocate, which I'm a huge advocate for mental health as well. So why don't we go check them out? It looks like they're doing like a Peter Pan themed gameplay, which sounds pretty fun. They're called Just Taking Cara Myself Yourself. No, myself. Okay. But why don't we go meet a new friend? Based on their rules, and stuff, they look pretty wholesome and a little bit of chaos, which is always fun. So why don't we go meet this new friend? So we're gonna go raid out to Just Taking Care of Myself. Make a new friend. I'm going to put the raid messages into chat. If you come along on the raid, you will get some extra channel points for doing so. First one is for followers or just if you're hanging out today. Second is for subscribers. So copy your raid messages. Let's go meet a new friend and spread some love to a fellow simmer. And yeah, my next stream is tomorrow. We will be picking up Decades where we left off today, starting at 2 p.m. Eastern time. So yeah, that's tomorrow. We'll be doing Autumn. Basilia's due to have her baby. And if the baby passes initial roll, the baby will also age up to infant next episode. So that's what's happening. It's a goodbye for now. My guys, gals, and non-binary pals, thank you all for being here. Thank you for the follows, the resubs. I really appreciate the support. If I don't see you, have a great weekend.